Well, here is a good question for you. Can you revert first impression? And the opening line, it would be, what was it? I forgot. Very stupid and wrong. One of these memes that are socially conditioned presuppositions. Well, this is how it say. You never have a chance, you never have a second chance to correct first impression. Well, I strongly disagree with that. You may say my arrogance is unbearable, but that is okay, and I'm okay with that. So now, instead of making a statements, I'm gonna try to open a debate here with two little stories. First of all, my arrogance. Let my arrogance talk a little bit. I don't remember how many times I did first terrible impression, but in many occasions, I would say 90% of those, I managed to revert first impression. Let me give you one example. Once I met a girl, and when she asked me what I do, I told her that I'm homeless and I'm a bum. Well, I guess what she was trying to do was to qualify me and estimate what are my qualities. In her own mind, I would say there was a process of shoveling mating options. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about, but if you are about the average guy like me, I may say that you know what I'm talking about. So I guess it's maybe just what I'm guessing. I may be wrong, but she was just trying to shuffle mating opportunities in her own head. So I told her I'm a bum. Well, on that occasion, I pretty well managed to revert this first impression. Now, there's an even more messed up situation. Once I went to a business owner, and let me give you a brief description of the marketplace. This was like 3 or 4 competing companies on the marketplace, very small area, New York City, where real hustlers are hustling. And I went to all the owners and to offer them my services, and of course, well, my arrogance again failed me. Now, well, let me tell you what I did. On the third owner that I didn't even know exists, I brutally attacked him, and I told him like something like his philosophy is fucked up, he's a piece of shit, he doesn't know how to do business. I actually told him that he will fail, for sure he will fail. I was like 100% convinced. I was so certain, my certainty prevailed, so he got the message to even to a fear kind of. Well, the next day I went to this guy's store, and surprise, surprise, I was able to earn $25 instantaneously. Well, you might say what is $25, but I just want to tell you how quickly this money was earned, like in 3 seconds. In 3 seconds, I was managed to earn money from this guy that I assaulted big time. So now, let's get to the baseline. The baseline is Is it first impression important? And well, I tell you what, that's my personal opinion, most of the time, contrary to the popular belief pushed by the media and the social conditioning patterns, first impression is way too off. I mean, like, percentage-wise, 99.9. And I want to bring this one Bulgarian slogan, because I'm from Bulgaria. The Bulgarian slogan is this: in order for you to know a person, you have to eat with him a bag of salt. Well, this is very old slogan, saying, one of these truisms, and it's a couple of thousand years before even Bulgarian nation was established. I guess it's maybe Turkish. By that time the salt was equal to gold. Yeah, equal to gold. And the gold, well, let's put it this way: when this slogan was invented, the salt was more expensive than gold. And the referral, the bag, the bag was like 20 kilos at that time, I suppose, like 20 kilos. And well, 20 kilos is like around 40 pounds. So the thing is that well, to know a person, you have to eat a lot of salt with him, and you know how much salt you put in the diet, in the new. And some gurus some of my gurus told me, take out the salt and the sugar out of your diet, these are the poisons. So now you have to eat more and more salt. But I want to bring another point here. I'm going to quote somebody, I don't know who I'm quoting, and he says this: most of the time people are a pedestal on a mountain. Oh, no, I made this up. He didn't say that, it was something else, but this is how I see people. They are like a little dot on the top of their character. And it's very difficult to, let me sit down here. And it's very difficult to actually get to know people. You have to spend some time. And the more you dig and the more you ask the right questions, the more you find out the truth. Sometimes you have to be brutal to know the truth. I know the truth, it's not a nice thing, especially the truth about yourself, in this case about myself. So yeah, I have spectators in the background. They like my videos. So well, two truisms: you have to eat a bag of salt to get to know somebody, and just remember mine: a person is just a dot, a pedestal of his character, which means 99.9999999% is unknown data. So you need a fast gathering technology to uncover, this comes from the Bible, to uncover the truth. And the truth will set you free. Anyway, let's go back to the story with this, second occasion that I insulted this owner. I finally was able to revert my first bad impression. Imagine you go to a business owner and you tell him he's a piece of shit, and you predict with a certainty that his business will fail. And that was not a salesy tactics. I just voiced my opinion, my true, honest opinion, because I'll put it this way: where this guy was headed is where I was coming back from. I come from failure. Failure, it's a big thing. Failure is my favorite topic. So, what do you think about that? Instead of believing of the mumbo jumbo, first impression is the most important impression, blah blah blah, I just want to open your mind and ask you these questions. How can you revert first impression? Let's say if it's wonderful, maybe it's wonderful. You don't have to do that. But what if it's terrible? Do you have some options? Did you consider some options? How you go back second time, you do the second round, and well, think about that. Do you have the ability to revert first impression if it's bad? Well, I don't know. Good question. My record so far points the opposite. Yeah, you can do, and everybody can do. If you can do it, I can do it, and vice versa. If I can do it, you can do it. I love this. If I can do it, you can do it. You are not smarter than me. I'm certainly not smarter than you. Once you find this truth, that I'm no smarter than you, nor you are smarter than me, well, you can sit on the mountain of gold.